Welcome to ECNTRADE daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar is holding steadily since the bullish divergence kicked in, and along with the posted hammer, the market is still gaining. And after the overnight high, which was around the region of 71.25, is that we're still looking for further gains into the coming session. I feel the market may have only a shallow dip and look furthermore to the top side once it recovers to 71.55 and reassess from there. As you can see, the euro is headed on higher as the dollar weakness continues after it fell from 103 down to the region of 102.05 where it currently sits. In light of the pattern, I still feel the euro may actually head slightly higher. That is towards the region of 107.40 and reassess. All eyes look for this week to the US Federal Reserve meeting minutes, and along with that with the US GDP to get a little bit more clarity on the US, and therefore could see a more whipsaw price action as we get closer to those events. Any pullback should find short-term support in the euro around 105.70. The dollar yen still respecting the level of 127. To some surprise, it's still holding as the market continues to contest that 127 figure 45 support. In light of the pattern though, the market is attempting to recover, but I feel that the technicals are still somewhat heavy, and therefore a break of 127 would see a move to 126.45 and expose the region of 125.15.45, which I feel may be soon going to event into the bear case. Sterling still holding to its steady gains, and as it currently looks towards the top side target around 126 figure 40, and then reassess from there, because previously when we got to this level there was a heavy sell-off from 126 down to 123.15, but in light of the technicals still holding relatively strong, especially with the MACD. So I do feel there is at least another 40 to 80 points topside gains and then reassess from the 126.40 area. The market slowly recovers from sterling Kiwi after the 4-day sell-off. It's gaining a little bit of momentum, and also with the RSI breaking through the midway point. With the resistance now seen roughly around 195.65.80, which is still a little bit away, I feel the market still should head lower and look towards 193 and then maybe even a little bit lower. Gold still holding to its gains after the rebound from that 1,788.92 support, with the hammer clearly coming in strong. And then from the break of this downtrend, the market is still looking or destined towards that topside target, which is somewhere around 1,870.80. And then I feel there may be a little bit of profit taking emerging from this region. Wrapping up with oil, well, the market at this stage is still sort of a little bit lackluster after recently rebounding off the 106 level and stabbing at that 102 area, and still holding to the gains. But the technicals are still showing somewhat concerned bearish sentiment. That could see a move back to 106. A close underneath there would give further indication down towards the region of around 97.98, as the swings are still relatively big when we look at how the market's been for the last 3 months. Still, the swings can still continue, but I feel a break of 106 may actually get that swing to the downside to 102 and then maybe lower. Well, that wraps it for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you have a great start to the day.